Having chickens is a lot of fun, and it's growing in popularity, especially with the cost of eggs and chicken and everything nowadays. A lot of people are wanting to have chickens to raise in their backyard. A lot of people may not know how to take care of those chickens, so it seems like they're fairly easy. Just turn them loose and let them roam around and give you eggs, right? Well, it starts when they're little babies, especially if you're getting baby chicks. You actually have a lot of care that you have to give them in the early stages of their lives, and I'm hoping to be able to help you out with some of those tips today. So if you're getting your chicks from a box store like Tractor Supply or Rural King or the hardware store or somewhere like that, chances are they've already been given food and water and they're already eating and drinking. But if you're ordering chicks from online, whether from a hatchery or from even one of the box stores online, they will come straight from the hatchery to your door. As soon as you get those chicks, they're usually about 2 to 3 days old at that point because they box them up as soon as they hatch and ship them. It takes them about 2 days to get to their location. You want to get them in front of food and water. So the best way to do that, these are about 5 days old now, but you'll want to get one of the birds and you'll take, ooh, look at him, he's feisty. You just want to dip the tip of their beak in water, each one of them. And as soon as you do that, then you can let them go, get another bird, do the same thing, and make sure that they get water and know where the water's at, and then they'll come back and eat and drink when they want. But it's very important that they know what it is and where it's at. Of course, the heat lamp you want to have in one of the corners. That way they can get under it and stay warm. They'll wean off of this heat lamp gradually in a couple of weeks. But you want, for the first couple of weeks, 2 weeks at least, you want to keep a heat lamp in here 24/7. Have room for them to be able to get away from it if they want, but also have it to where they can get under there and stay warm. Now with the transition in temperature, you're going to want to watch the chicks for the first week of their life because their digestion's messed up and you want to watch them. Now, this one right here is a good example. Right here on its bottom, you see all that manure that's bound up there? That will kill them if it's not addressed. And you want to check them every day or two and make sure that they look like this and that they're nice and clean versus like this right here. And if not, you want to make sure you get that cleaned off. So this is called vent gleat, and you want to make sure you get that cleaned off with a paper towel and some warm water. And just check them every couple days to make sure that there's no poop buildup on their bottoms. Once they're cleaned off, you just put them back in the brooder under the heat lamp so they can dry back off. And like I say, usually it's only the first week or so of their life that this is a big problem, but you want to check them every day to make sure that there's no buildup and get it cleaned off as quick as you can. Now in 2 to 3 weeks, the chicks will start to get feathers, and you can start weaning the light off at that point during the daytime. We want to leave it on at night. Now, this is for us in the house. We keep our chicks in the house, so the temperature in the house never falls below about 65 degrees. That's at nighttime. During the day, of course, it's warmer. So we'll turn the light off during the daytime and let them start to adjust. You can raise the light up. If you have a smaller box, you'll want to raise the light up through every few days, raise it up a little bit just to drop the temperature about 5 degrees, just to kind of slowly wean the chicks off of having to have the light full time. Once the chicks are fully feathered, usually 4 to 6 weeks, you can move them outside, and you want to make sure your temperatures outside are above 50 degrees, usually at night. We have moved some out earlier this year, a couple weeks ago in fact. We moved them out and the temperatures actually dropped into the 40s, the low 40s, I wasn't paying attention to the weather, and it was on me. But they survived fine. They weren't bothered by the cold. They just huddled together, and they did great. So use your judgment, of course. You really don't want to put a light in the chicken coop with it, especially if you've got other chickens, to where they can fly up or knock the light over. That's going to cause a fire, and you don't want that. Now, when we move the chicks out into the coop with our other chickens, we actually will put them inside of a cage like this one, and that is just to protect them from the bigger chickens, because the bigger chickens, they all have a pecking order to establish, and we don't want the little guys getting beat up as soon as they get put out here. So we'll put them in a cage like this for a week, and this allows them to get acclimated to the coop and protects them from all of the other chickens as well. Now, 2 weeks ago, we had these moved out here. They were in the cage for a week, and now they're loose in the coop and doing great. Now, when you go to buy baby chicks, you're going to see a couple of different terminologies. One is pullets. Pullets are generally your hens. They're all females. They've been sexed and separated out, just hens. You'll also see a straight run. A straight run can be roosters, hens, or both. It's just they're unsexed most of the time. We have bought a straight run before and gotten all roosters. It was all roosters, all 10 of them. We've also bought 10 straight runs on another batch that ended up being 5 hens, 5 roosters. So depending on what you want is how you will determine, if you buy straight runs or pullets. I definitely recommend getting a rooster, just for the simple fact they protect the hens. Hens generally are out just eating, grazing around. They're not paying much attention. The rooster's always got his eye up, checking for hawks, predators, whatever, and he'll warn them, and they'll run inside whenever there's like a chicken hawk flying over. He'll call them, and they'll run in the chicken coop until it's all clear. So I highly recommend having a rooster. Depending on the breed that you get, you may have a docile rooster or an aggressive rooster. Rhode Island Reds, White Leghorns, those are going to be more aggressive roosters. Where like a Jersey Giant or Black Copper Moran or Barred Rock, those are going to be more docile roosters. So the question is, when will you start getting eggs? And that all depends on the breed of bird that you get. So depending on the breed of bird, they'll start laying anywhere from 4 months old to 8 months old. It just depends on which ones you get. A Barred Rock, a White Leghorn, an Easter Egger, birds like that, they're going to lay about 250 eggs per year, which is 4 or 5 per week. They're great layers. We've had Jersey Giants before. They didn't lay that many. We get 2 to 3 eggs per week from them. So I would highly advise that you do research on the bird before you buy, to know which bird you're wanting. If you're buying Cornish cross babies, you're not going to get any eggs. Those are meat birds. So those grow. A Cornish cross bird is bred specifically for meat, and that's it. And they're a fast growing bird. We'll be showing some here on the farm in a few weeks when we get ours in. But basically, they've got one purpose, and that's for meat. And in about 6 to 8 weeks, you butcher those from the time they're babies at full-grown birds. They can be anywhere from 5 to 8 pounds at that point. So, yeah, very rewarding, very fun to have your own chickens. And if you take care of them, you won't have any issues. We've raised hundreds of chickens at this point, and we've lost, I can count on both hands how many chickens we've actually lost. And that's an awesome thing, because we're to be good stewards of our animals and to take good care of them, and that's important to us. So I hope this helps somebody out there. We thank you so much for watching. We'll see you next time.